What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're gonna talk about focus and discipline, going kind of back to their roots. This is something we struggle with in this modern era. You know, a lot of us are not actually lazy, we're just distracted by everything around us. And these are things like just being able to focus on and stick to good habits. If you want that, this video is definitely for you. So let's get to it. Let's talk about the fact that how hard it is to focus on anything we do. Like maybe like even planning that you're gonna do something. We get distracted constantly by our phones and everything trying to hijack our attention constantly around us. Just when we're trying to like focus on planning a trip, maybe planning a video, planning some kind of thing you need to do, like planning your schoolwork, work, whatever work, right? Or even doing it, we get distracted before doing it, and then we procrastinate, right? This is the problem. A lot of us just have these constant hijacks of attention everywhere, and we never get anything done because we start doing a task, we get distracted. We plan a task, we get distracted. We can never get anything done, and that's the problem we have to solve. And let's talk about the fact that focus is not really about doing more, in a sense, it's about removing certain things out of your life, like putting your phone on airplane mode, even like using website blockers, changing your environment. Maybe you don't have to like put your phone on airplane mode, even just put your phone away somewhere where you can't touch it if you don't need it for the task you're doing, if it's not essential. So it's just like move these bad things from your environment away, like whether it's like maybe even it could be like food, like you see bad food or unhealthy food distracting you because you want to eat it, so put it away somewhere where it's not in your environment. Or if you have notifications and sounds on, put your phone completely off from like any sound, so you don't hear the notifications, and you maybe even don't see the notifications, so put the notifications off. Like these are all distractions which are gonna grab your attention and put you in a state where you're vulnerable to get your attention hijacked from what you're actually trying to achieve. And I've been a victim to this to myself. It's like seeing something and then, you know, it distracts me. That's why I've turned off a lot of like sounds or notifications and whatnot, because it's a huge distraction and it takes my attention away. Then I get distracted and I start doing something else. Like I already get distracted sometimes just doing some of my tasks, when I'm like, okay, I need to do this, but I also need to do that. Then I get distracted because I'm switching from task to task or trying to get so many things done at once, so you have to structure your life better. So here's where I would go to tip 2, which would be set some kind of work time. So Pomodoro, deep work, whatever, have a set time when you're doing specific tasks, but it doesn't have to be like perfect. Like I have some times in my day where like, okay, this time I'm gonna go to the gym, this time I need to make video, but I'm gonna give myself like adaptability in the schedule so that I can kind of like move around, so I'm not like fixed. Because if you have a completely fixed schedule, you're probably not gonna stick to it. You need to be able to adapt to the situation you find yourself in, and the world is not always a fixed place, and it definitely is not. Things change, so you need to be able to adapt to your schedule. And if you see a task you did and you did it earlier than you were supposed to, and then you have time, then you can adapt and do something else in your task list. So create a task list that is actually adaptable to you and your situation. Then I want to next go into discipline. And with discipline, I wanted to talk about just doing simple tasks to start out with. How to build discipline really is just doing simple tasks. Make your bed, go to the gym when you're supposed to, say no to a dopamine hit, eating unhealthy food, scrolling, whatever, and doing all these distractions. Like say you avoid a distraction, that's already building discipline. Like you're doing these over years and days and weeks and months, whatever, and they compound, and then your discipline starts building as soon as you do one positive action. And you keep doing those positive actions, you start building discipline when you do less negative actions and more positive actions for your life. That's how you build real discipline. And you don't, this is where I want to get into motivation. You don't want to rely on motivation, which is external and it's not internal. You can have internal motivation, which is great. But if you're just relying on a motivation boost and then you're gonna gas out straight away after it, a few days, that's not really going to carry you anywhere. You need real discipline to really get focused and to get to actually where you want to go. Because that's the only way to achieve anything. Like if I just relied on motivation, I would probably not get a lot done. I'm not saying I'm not internally very motivated person, but even then, like there's sometimes when I don't feel like doing something, technically, even if I'm internally motivated to do it. You still have to like have that vision and go for it. Focus isn't inherently magic, it's a system, and you need to just work in the system. You know, cut out all the useless noise in your life and focus on what matters and build real discipline so you can focus better. Thus, keep stacking small wins in your life, and that way you can stop relying on inspiration from just other people, which is fine, and every now and then they give you a little boost. But that's not enough to really get to your goals if you have bigger goals in life. Or even if you're just like, I don't know, it doesn't even have to be a massive goal. Like if you're just working on a goal, this really helps. At the end of the day, I would pretty much say don't rely on motivation, build real discipline, build real focus, sit down, do what you need to do so you can achieve your goals. If there's a will, there's a way. Thank you for watching.